General Hospital spoilers reveal that Willow and Michael are on the brink of divorce, sparking a chaotic and dramatic custody battle for Wiley in Port Charles. The future of Wiley, their beloved child, is becoming the focal point of intense conflicts and disputes, as their already strained relationship plunges deeper into a whirlwind of legal and emotional turmoil. The custody battle for Wiley has been confirmed, with both parties determined to protect their interests. Michael, still reeling from the betrayal and breakdown of his marriage, is steadfast in keeping Wiley within his family. Meanwhile, Willow, despite her overwhelming guilt, remains fiercely protective of her son and is unwilling to relinquish her role as a mother. Tensions are rising as both are forced to navigate unforeseen legal and emotional challenges. Particularly, the potential for outside characters like Lucas to intervene and claim custody of Wiley only complicates matters further. This battle is not just about custody, but also a test of loyalty, responsibility, and true love for their child. The custody fight for Wiley promises to be a major turning point, filled with revelations, conflicts, and emotional decisions. Who will secure custody of Wiley? What consequences will this battle have on the characters and their families? The upcoming developments are sure to be filled with drama and surprises, changing the dynamics in Port Charles forever. Michael will mysteriously disappear, causing an uproar in Port Charles. His disappearance not only worries his family and friends, but also escalates the custody battle for Wiley to new heights. With Michael no longer present, Lucas, who once served as Wiley's adoptive father, begins to take stronger steps to regain custody of the child. Lucas, with his deep love for Wiley, views this as an opportunity to ensure a stable future for the boy. He believes that the chaos surrounding Michael and Willow's broken marriage, coupled with Michael's sudden disappearance, could harm Wiley. As a result, Lucas begins to act decisively, pushing forward with legal proceedings to request custody. However, Lucas's actions not only put immense pressure on Willow, who is already struggling to protect her role as a mother, but also spark heated debates within the community. Michael's mysterious disappearance becomes the center of all discussions, while other characters begin to investigate whether his disappearance is tied to any larger conspiracy related to the custody battle for Wiley. The tension continues to rise as secrets are uncovered and characters are forced to make difficult decisions. Will Lucas be able to convince the court that he is the best person to raise Wiley? And is Michael's disappearance linked to a larger scheme to control the boy's future? The story is entering a new phase full of drama and surprises, promising to dramatically alter the relationships in Port Charles. Lucas decides to make an accusation about Willow and Drew's affair, sparking a series of dramatic events in Port Charles. As someone who played a crucial role in Wiley's early life, Lucas feels a deep responsibility to protect the child's future. He cannot stand by and watch the mistakes of Willow and Drew affect Wiley, especially as their personal lives spiral into chaos. Willow's affair with Drew not only damages the family's image, but also undermines the trust of those around her regarding her ability to parent. Lucas believes that Willow's actions are proof that she is not responsible enough to provide a stable environment for Wiley. Meanwhile, Drew's involvement in complex relationships only increases doubts about his potential role in Wiley's life. Armed with clear evidence and strong arguments, Lucas decides to take the case to court. He argues that he has the right to custody of Wiley because he has cared for and protected the child during the early years of his life. Lucas further emphasizes his deep connection to Wiley as his godfather, making him feel that he is the best person to ensure Wiley's future. However, Lucas's decision not only ignites a legal battle, but also triggers a war over loyalty, responsibility, and love within Port Charles. Willow, who is already under immense pressure from her broken marriage with Michael, now faces the threat of losing custody of Wiley. Drew, who has become Willow's support, gets caught in the whirlwind of conflict and criticism. Both must find a way to protect themselves from Lucas's accusations. Tensions escalate as other town residents start taking sides. Some support Lucas, arguing that he has the right to fight for Wiley and that Willow and Drew aren't fit to care for him. Others, however, back Willow, feeling that Lucas has gone too far and should not disrupt Wiley's life any further. New secrets are also starting to emerge, throwing all relationships into a spiral of conflict. Can Lucas convince the court and the community that he is the best person to care for Wiley? Or will his actions only escalate the tension and put Wiley in a more difficult situation? The custody battle for Wiley is not just a legal matter, but a major test of love, loyalty, and responsibility for each character. The coming developments promise to be emotional and dramatic, reshaping the relationships and power dynamics in Port Charles. Lucas decides to take a bold and controversial step, suing to completely remove Willow from any legal rights related to Wiley. For Lucas, this is not only a legal battle, but also a personal mission to protect Wiley from the troubles and harm he believes Willow and her chaotic relationship with Drew could cause. His actions quickly spark a storm of reactions in the Port Charles community, throwing everyone into an unprecedented level of tension. Lucas, having raised Wiley during his first year of life and being his godfather, feels a deep responsibility to ensure Wiley's stability. To him, Willow and Michael's failed marriage and subsequent inappropriate actions are clear evidence that they are no longer fit to be parents. Lucas argues that Willow's affair with Drew has caused instability in the family, which directly impacts Wiley. Furthermore, Michael's neglect of his responsibilities as he focuses on leaving Port Charles only strengthens Lucas's argument that the child needs a more stable environment. Lucas is not only fighting for custody of Wiley, but is also determined to sever Wiley's relationship with his half-sister, Amelia. To Lucas, this is not an act of malice, but an effort to protect Wiley from the negative influence he believes this bond could bring. However, this decision lands a heavy blow to Willow and Michael, who believe that separating Wiley from Amelia will cause irreparable harm to both children. Willow, despite facing personal crises, is determined not to lose Wiley. For her, Wiley is not just her son, but a symbol of love and family. She knows that Lucas could use her past mistakes to his advantage in the lawsuit, but she is not willing to give up. She begins preparing a legal strategy, gathering evidence, and working with a lawyer to protect her custody rights. Michael, although in a state of turmoil after his marriage's collapse, cannot sit idly by. Despite their differences, he and Willow know they must work together to fight Lucas. Michael understands that Wiley and Amelia's safety and happiness are at stake, and he is willing to do anything to protect his family. Both Willow and Michael realize that if they don't act quickly, Lucas may actually win and separate Wiley from Amelia. Lucas's actions quickly become the center of debate in Port Charles. Some people support Lucas's argument that Wiley needs a more stable environment and should not be dragged into the adult's problems. However, others, including family members from the Corinthos and Quartermain families, criticize Lucas for causing a rift in the family and taking things too far. Sonny and Carly, with their strong protective instincts, cannot sit back and watch their grandson be pulled into this legal maelstrom. Carly, in particular, is enraged by Lucas, accusing him of intentionally hurting both Wiley and Amelia. Meanwhile, Jason begins looking for information to support Michael and Willow, determined to stop Lucas.